Sup? Friday, weigh-in show. July 21st, 2023. Just my 2 cents. What's up? Smash the like button right now. The UFC London Aspinall versus Tybura official weigh-ins have concluded. The ceremonial weigh-ins are starting in 60 seconds. What's up, boys? Hope you're all doing good. This stream will be covering the ceremonial weigh-ins, reacting to them. I will put up the banner for the official weigh-ins. Most of y'all probably already know what happened, but I hope you're all doing good. I'm going to get this pulled up. UFC London ceremonial weigh-ins. Here we go. Plug in the earbuds. I did watch the official weigh-ins like 15 minutes ago. I was running around like a fucking crazy person this morning, running errands. But I'm here. I made it just under the wire. And yeah, join me, won't you? Hopefully they don't start right on time. But I'm ready if they do. What's up, though, boys? I got my fucking coffee here. I do have my pot as well. Pie crust is on the menu today. Lovely little sativa dominant hybrid. Cheers. Yes, I did watch the official weigh-ins, and my fuckers were looking rough, dude. I have a lot of fighters wrote down as rough looking. Now, if y'all are familiar at all with this channel, y'all know that I will preach this to anyone that will fucking listen. That if I was you, I would not make your picks or bets based off the weigh-ins. Some people do that to great success. I wouldn't recommend it unless you're just really fucking sharp, because dudes that look like shit win fights all the time. And I give you examples Monday after Monday after Monday. And dudes that look like shit win, period. It happens. The better fighter will win. Trying to like get an edge over how they look on the scales is just, that's a fucking fool's errand to me. But some people will call me a fool. So why would you be listening to what I'm saying anyway? So yeah, what's up, man? Got a couple people in the chat. These ceremonial weigh-ins are about to kick off here in a few minutes. I'm going to be covering them, telling y'all what I think about or giving you my live stare down reactions. And yeah. What's up, dude? You get that old fuck you money, Spicy? Don't tease me now. Nick Alexander. Nick, Mr. In-Between is almost over and I'm about to fucking cry. Homie Noah. What's up, Lobby? I do have Fulton in a greasy little fucking long shot parlay. I have Fulton in a little parlay. I think he's live. I think Naoya looks like a beast, but what's his best win? 40-year-old Nonito? Like he's fighting little tiny ass dudes too. So yeah, I think Fulton is more than fucking live. Monster in a way is fucking mustard, but he gets a little bit overrated. Some people call him the greatest fucking active boxer, and that, nah, man. He's fighting little micro machines, and a lot of them are fucking old wash dudes. So yeah, the competition just isn't very deep down there. I think Fulton's his toughest fight yet. So I think he's live as fuck. He's a little. Are they the same fucking age? I can't remember, dude. Anyways, but yeah, waiting on the ceremonial weigh-ins. While I'm waiting on that, I'm gonna go ahead and put up the official weigh-in results. These results will be put in the order in which the fighters weighed in. I've seen different spellings for Ashmuz's last name. I'm just gonna put. I'm spelling it with an M-O-U-Z. 55. Okay, still waiting on UFC. Okay. 155. Kian Zad. 136. Jafel the Pastor Fijo. 145. For that. Or excuse me, 120. No, what am I looking at? I was looking at Feely. That's why, because Feely's right underneath him. 126. That's a little more like it. Feely is 145. Excuse me, boys. Okay, still waiting on UFC. Nathaniel Wood, 146. Wood looked pretty good. Lerone Murphy looked a little drained. I wonder what that was like. Those two standing right next to each other in the weigh-in line. I wonder if they had to keep them separated. They had a little exchange of words in the lobby. In the video. Andre Muniz, 185. He's 185. Paul Craig. He makes the 186. Lamet. Ollie McCann. They look rough though. Okay. I'm hearing Karen. I'm hearing KB. Molly McCann is 125. Danny Roberts. 171. Bannon. 115. Chris Duncan. 156. 156. Ketlin Vieira. 135. 125. Excuse me. Vieira. Daniel Barres. I thought Barres and Filo both looked a little rough, if I'm completely honest. If I'm keeping it $150 with you boys, I think they both look rough. Ajay Herbert looked good though. All right, so they're doing a bunch of like promo filler bullshit, which is perfect. It's great for me. Davey Grant. I apologize for the late start. I wanted to actually make this a little bit of a pregame, but you know, it is what it is. We'll just deal with it. Begin to rebuild. Joel Alvarez. 156. I thought Alvarez looked a little sucked out for Chase Utley. Daniel Marcos. Marcos didn't look too bad. 136. A lot of people just look tired. Understandable. A lot of them, you know, might still be dealing with jet lag depending on how early in the week they got to like if they just got to London a day or two ago, they might still be like slightly jet lag. I know it takes at least a day to get over that. Day or two. Brazil. Brazil look good. $115. Been training, yeah. Bruna Brazil been training with fucking Spanish conquistador war dogs and shit. No, I'm just kidding. Stoli Ranko. I didn't spell it right. Oh shit, I tried. 125. She looks surprisingly okay. Weird, because she's looked like shit trying to make 135, and everyone's like, 125? Are you fucking kidding me? She made the Jamal Pogues. Good gosh almighty. Jamal Pogues, I went back and looked at the weigh-in before this when he fought Parisian. He was 249. He didn't even weigh 250. Now he's 266, fucking tipping the scales. Looked like a tub. Honestly, looked like one of the worst fighters weighing in, honestly. I mean, I still think he wins just because Parkin just, what the hell even is Parkin? I don't know. I definitely was not inspired by his weigh-in. Say that. Tom Aspinall looked great. 258 and very fit. Casey. Mark Casey, I thought looked a little gaunt and angular. Looked a little rough. Parkin looked better. Parkin was still a little tubby, but he looked better than Pogues. But he was only like 2 pounds less, which is weird. It's like he fought a dude. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're about to get this thing started. So let me get the right. Let's see where we are. Where is this fucking thing? Here we go. Ay! All right. All right, here we go. Sorry, I'll get to the comments here in a second, boys. But yeah, Filo versus Barres. I'm sorry, man. Call me crazy. I just think that Filo has a little bit. Cody Durden, what is Cody Durden doing here? So is this? Oh God, I'm watching the wrong fucking stream. Jesus Christ. God. I was literally had this stream on from fucking UFC London from fucking God. Okay, here we go. Like Makayev and Durden. What the fuck? What an idiot. Well, y'all get a kick out of that. All right, here we go. We are on. Where? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Cody. I was like, Cody Durden. What the fuck? I was on the wrong London ceremonial weigh-in. But I thought that Penny and Ketlin both look good. This is just too greasy, man. Shout out to my dude Aaron the Dog. I said on his show Wednesday. Make sure y'all check out his Wednesday show and also the LFA and I think it was Cage Warriors stream he did yesterday. Check that out. But Wednesday, I said that like I just don't know, man. I just think it's gonna be too close. It's too greasy for me. It's like it. I don't know, man. It's a mirror match. Like Vieira's a little bit stronger, but like I think Panties might be a little bit better of a striker. I don't know, man. I just don't like. I've never been super duper high on Panty and Vieira's. I've always kind of looked at her sideways too. So I don't even know, man. Dude, just take him down, smash him. Right at the limit. Come on, Jamal. That's a big boy, baby. And we got Parkin coming up. Yeah, I took Pogues. I parlayed him. I just think he's the better fighter overall. Parkin's a striker with a like he's pretty good when he gets on top of his opponent. I just don't see him like out grappling Pogues. Pogues is going to be bigger, stronger, better wrestler. The striking is kind of close on the feet. Like I just think Pogues is better. And Parkin ain't fought nobody. I know a little bit more what I'm getting from Pogues. Parkin, like the dude that he fought in Contender Series had a just atrocious cardio, and like I just don't think. I mean, I'm not inspired by Pogues' weigh-in, but like God, I hope he does. He better not lose to a fucking Mick Parkin, dude. We got Alvarez and Mark Jacasey. This is another one where it's just like too greasy, man. This is a greasy fucking fight. I don't really trust either of these guys. Alvarez has shown that he's like it's not like he's lost to really bad fighters, but people were just like, people still talk about this dude like he's going to be a future champion or something. Like, it's just a little crazy to me. I think both of these dudes are kind of just like jabroni action fighters. Although Jacasey can kind of fight boring fights sometimes, and that's what I'm wondering is how is this fight gonna kind of transpire? Like, if Mark's wrestling a lot, he's gonna be putting himself in some vulnerable positions against Alvarez. If they're standing though, like Jacasey might be the better striker. I don't know, man. I don't really trust either one of these dudes, and I'm not comfortable betting either one. It's too close. I'm a pick. I don't know, man. I might flip a coin. I don't fucking know. I can't remember who I picked on Aaron's show, honestly. Whoever it was, I don't feel comfortable with it. All right, Johnny Parsons missed weight on the first try, made it on the second. I don't know if he took a shit or what. He didn't cut his hair. So Samson still got the locks. I'm picking Danny Roberts here. Probably my least confident pick on the card. It's like, dude, Danny, if you can't beat this guy, Bubba, you might need to just think about moving on to the next chapter. He's what, 36, chinny. It feels like they're giving him a winnable fight here. It's just not the style of fight that I would. If you're trying to give Roberts a win, it's like definitely not the style of fighter you want to give him. A dude that's just gonna fucking a brawler, basically. But like, why would they be pushing Johnny Parsons either, though? He's a fucking jobber. Like, I don't know, man. I think it should be exciting at least. I don't know. I'm gonna pick Roberts, but nah, I'm not touching that motherfucker. Best of luck if y'all betting that one. All right. Yeah, I picked Alvarez. So says it right there. Dumb fuck. I almost is in the John Lee parlay. Shout out to Aaron the Dog MMA. And I did tail the John Lee. I didn't have the sack to bet Marcos to make my own parlay with Marcos, but I am going to pick him. It is like, it's in Davey Grant's nickname, dude. It's dangerous to bet against him, but man, how many times can this motherfucker go to the well with pulling victories out of his ass? Where he like either gets hurt or he gets hurt a lot. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Martin Day hurt that motherfucker. Martinez hurt him really bad. I think if Marcos hits him clean too many times, Grant's gonna get knocked out. And I think Marcos actually might be the first dude to knock him out. I've heard people say that Davey Grant's a better striker than Marcos. That's not fucking true. He just hits hard. Grant's a sloppy striker. I think Marcos can capitalize on it, but it's a fucking sketchy fight to bet on. This is another greasy fight. If it goes to the cards, it's probably going Murphy's way. So like I think Culibao is live, but I think he's gonna have to knock Murphy out. Not on this one. Like Culibao, if Melsick didn't fuck up, he was on his way to win it. Like he was whooping Culibao's ass. Murphy on the feet. Like Culibao's got good boxing, but overall Murphy's the better striker to me. I think Murphy's the better mixed martial artist. I just think he's overhyped in terms of like what his ceiling is to me. But he's got a pretty high floor. Like I'd be lying to you if I said that Murphy didn't have a high floor. And I just think his floor is a little bit higher than Culibao. Maybe his ceiling is a little bit higher too. And yeah, again, I picked Onama because I thought that Murphy and Santos were both frauds, but I also thought Murphy won that fight. And I think he's going to be landing probably the cleaner strikes against Culibao too. So I'm going to pick Murphy to squeak it out. It might be close, but I'm going to take the fucking Englishman in England if it goes to the cards. Call me crazy. I said it Wednesday. I've been saying it for most of the week, I think. People look at Ziam and they're like, oh, dude, he's got all these decisions. He's about to get his first knockout. Kid's 26. Herbert's in England. He's gonna feel pressure to show out. He's gonna feel pressure to go out there and be a tough guy against Ziam. I know he's going to. He's like, Ziam is another kickboxer. Jai's gonna prove that he's the better. Gonna try to prove that he's the better striker. I think Ziam's gonna knock him out. The dude's 36. Most of the guys he fights are not like squeaking by Kyle Nelson. Nah, dude, Ziam's gonna fuck him up. He ain't got the chin, man. I think Ziam's gonna show out, dude. Kill that old smile. Kill that old Herbert smile. But yeah, I jammed Pogues and Ziam together. I could end up regretting that. Pogues has definitely got me a little sketch, but I think Ziam fucking smokes Herbert, honestly. People are gonna fucking have their jaws hang on the floor. It's like, why? Herbert's a fucking chinny jobber. He's 36. I don't know. Freedom! Shout out to the pool we Craig Dome. Shout out to the Dome. I'm on the pool Craig side. I think he's gonna get it done. Rips the shirt off. Let's go, baby. In the fucking war paint. Ay, 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 ay. Craig's a big dude, man. Craig is a fucking big ass dude. I think he's gonna look freaking huge tomorrow night, boys. Let's fucking go, Paul Craig.
Wood and Touchy Feely. Don't stop. Believe.
What are you doing? Nick Alexander on Davey. I like that play, homie Noah. I like that. I like that. It's glass is half full. He's just all in. He's bringing all in Allen on heavyweight now. I like that. I'm gonna stick to that story as well. Ziam. I don't think so. No, sir. That's you might be thinking of Zaugus. Nah, Ziam, the smile killer. He beat Michael Figlak, the undefeated Michael Figlak, in his last outing. But yeah, give me Wood here. I like Feely. I really do. He's a guy that's kind of like grown on me over the years. I respect him for like the veteran that he is and like just kind of his like, I don't know, man. When I hear him talk about it, like his like story and his like upbringing and the way he feels about things, I like identify myself with Feely like a little bit in some instances, but I just think it's Wood's going to be too clean. I think he's better at 145 and he's more durable and like I don't know, man. I wanted to get on the Feely side, but I just can't fucking do it. All right, McCann and Stoliastenko. I didn't even make a banner for this. I'm picking Molly. Man. Stoliarenko, look, if she gets armbar, dude, said it Wednesday, you won't hear a mouse pissing on cotton in there. That is gonna be so embarrassing. It's like that is literally the only fucking thing she can do. I feel like that's like, hasn't she literally won all her fights by armbar? She's not a very good fighter. That whole like, oh, she did Lethway, she's so tough. She sucks, dude. She's not very good on the feet. If they're standing for a significant amount of time, I think Molly probably chin checks her. Molly is kind of a mongoloid though, and could definitely get caught. If she gets caught in that armbar though, dude, she has zero fucking excuse. That's literally her own. Like Stoliarenko is such a one-trick pony. There are few one-trick ponies that are as dedicated to their one trick as her. That's like all she's got, man. I think Molly's gonna fuck her up, but the money line is a little too not good. But I don't think Molly by TKO is like the worst look either. Julie is Ulija is a quitter and a jobber, and she just kind of sucks. Do the stanky leg, ho. Do that shit. Do that shit. Aspinall. I saw something. Someone on Twitter put it up that it was like it was a clip of Aspinall oblique kicking dudes' support legs when they like when you go to kick your leg that's on the ground is your support leg, and there's like Aspinall, this like highlight of Aspinall like oblique kicking all these dudes on their support leg and like hyperextending their knees and shit. It's like, yeah, this is probably karma. I can't remember who fucking put it up, but they're like, this might be karma for your knee just exploding like that. Like, I don't like the oblique kick, man. I think it's fucking dirty. I don't see how that's a legal strike and like I don't see how that's illegal and knees to a grounded opponent are illegal. And you can do that. You can fuck someone's knee up, potentially alter their career, but a knee to a ground. Oh no, the knee to a ground. We can't. Yes, that's it. Jack Slack, thank you. Shout out to Aaron the Dog MMA. Subscribe to that old Bo's channel. They're fucking dirty, dude. They're I don't like them, man. They are. It's like I've hated it ever since I like Jones did a lot. It's like, man, just fucking low kick him, you puss. are you oblique kicking? Like, why are you you're thrust kicking someone's knee? An oblique kick is like halfway between a front kick and a fucking side thrust kick, and you're putting it right at someone's knee. Like, how is that legal? I don't get that, man. I think that's a dirty ass strike. But you can punch someone in the eye but not poke them. This should be yeah. Fair enough. I get it. Legalize eye pokes. Let's do it. All right, here we go, though. Man, nah, dude. Aspinall's going to fuck Tybura up in a round or two. Credit to Tybura for getting in shape for this fight. He knows it's a big spot for him, but Aspinall's 30, dude. That is, for a heavyweight, that is fucking, he might as well be 25 for heavyweight, dude. Aspinall walking up, soaking it in. I think he puts Marcin away in round 1 or 2. KO. Not overthinking it. Aspinall sub would be nice. It just seems a little too cute. Like, oh, he's definitely going to go try and sub Tybura for the first time. I was like, I don't think that Tybura's durability is going to allow him to fucking get his submission going. I think the fight will be over before that. He booked it, Marcin. Those two have a good rapport, man. Like that, like Aspinall's a good old bow. Marcin seems like a good dude too. Right on. Respectful from Marcin. Textbook strikes, crazy clip, crazy power, crazy durability. He's got it all. That's more likely than Tybura winning, honestly. Aspinall under 60s, like Aspinall, man, sometimes he likes to fucking get after it. Look at that Volkov fight, dude. Like, Tybura lost to Volkov, and it went 15 minutes. Like, it was literally just like one reactive blast double from Aspinall and then a straight arm lock. It's like, I don't know if their black belts are the same. I'm just gonna say that. Like, dude, not I can't speak to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu necessarily, but I can tell you in karate, not all black belts are created equal. And I feel like that's not necessarily like an uncommon theme in other martial arts as well. You know what I mean? Like, that's a pretty common saying. There's levels even in Dan rankings. Nice. Best of luck, dude. Hey, make sure y'all go check out Aaron the Dog MMA's Cage Warrior and LFA stream that he did yesterday. Give it a like. Check it out. No way. Absolutely not. At Dried Spicy Squid. Nice. I'll get you. Dude, it's gonna have to be like a re-injury. That's Tybura's path to victory. A fucking re-injury. Jackie boy, the magic honeybee himself. In a community where betmma.tips is so highly lauded, that man right there That old damn old magic honeybee right there is just about at the top of the fucking heap. Still. What's up, Jackie boy? It says fading Davey is the worst feeling. If it cashes, I will be sad, and if he wins, I'll be. I think you'll be more than mad. You'll probably be fucking like, dude. That's gonna probably have a little rental space in your head for a little bit, Jackie boy. I feel you though, man. Fading Davey to me is like fading the fatter ass theory. You don't forget where you came from, Jack. Yeah, I feel that, dude. I remember where I came from watching Stasic armbar him alive in the flesh. It's like, yeah, I don't know, man. Davey kind of fights to his level of competition. Is that fair to say? Is that what day is this? I don't know, man. Like he looks good against Yanez. Arguably won that fight. Looks good against Cheeto. I thought Cheeto beat him, but like it was close. But then, like, he gets hurt by Martin Day. He gets hurt by Martinez. If they're standing, I think Marcos is going to get to the punch quicker. It's a Sunsao was beating him. I just don't know how many times he can pull something out of his ass. But I know what you mean, dude. Like, yeah, that's tough. It's tough being a passionate hardcore fan, and I'm sure like a capper to the extent that Jack is. I'm sure that's tough, man. Yeah, I feel you, dude. Nice. Yeah, he took a fucking drubbing from Cheeto. Yeah. Marcos looked good, man. I think Marcos. I've heard some people say that like Grant's like he's not as good of a striker as Marcos. Grant hits hard. He's tough. He's dogged, but I just think the quicker, crisper striker is gonna put it on him. Gonna put a pace on him. Grant only losses by early submission, stoppage, or robbery decision cost us 0 subs. What up, cyberbully? What are you doing? Are you on Feely Island? You might be, my friend. You might be. Give us all a wave over there from Feely Island. Nice, dude. I like it. I like being on islands, dude. I've been on some islands this year, dude. I was on Jubilee Island. I was on Gaethje Island. Been to Pantoja Island. Yeah, man, it felt good. There's been a few buds with me along the way, but yeah, man, being on an island feels good, especially if you win. And I wanted to bet Feely. I did, man. I think he's live. I feel like if it's close, it's kind of like Murphy. Like they're probably gonna fuck him. But I'll tell you what, I'm not betting Wood. Wood is someone. It's like you're just gonna. He's looked good at 45. It's like he's gonna have to keep showing me though. Like Feely's another guy that can kind of like fight up or down to his level of competition. Like he can look really good in some losses against like pretty decent competition. He's definitely upset people before. Like I don't know if Wood is quite like a Joe Anderson Brito where he's going to one punch him. I think Wood probably is the better striker overall. Feely's the better wrestler though. I don't want to hear anyone say that like Wood's a better wrestler than Feely. I think that's bullshit. Wood does have good jiu-jitsu though. So like, dude, I feel you. I think Feely's live. I didn't have the testicles to do it. So yeah, man. Enjoy those breezy island vibes if it hits. Sounded too chill. Yeah, he's a chill browse, man. He's like that's like I heard Feely talking couple fights back, and he was like, I think it was like said during his like one of his hiatuses or something that he like got back into playing music and like just he just seems like a guy that like might not be all in. That's kind of hard to like cap, but I don't know, man. Just something like seems like Feely's like a little. He's not like old, but he seems like he's. I could see Feely like hanging it up in like another year. Not that he's like completely washed. Just like oh, there's just some other things I want to do. I'm still relatively young enough to do them. Like I don't know, man. It seems like Feely's got some more artistic creativity that he wants to kind of like have an outlet for. That's the overall vibe I get from him. Yeah, it was the number. It was a number. What do they say? You bet numbers, not fighters. But I can't believe dude. I'm with you. With Feely being live, I agree totally. I'm gonna pick Wood because I'm a puss, but yeah, dude, I'll definitely shout you out if that hits because I've not seen too many people on Feely, and I don't like. I don't think Wood is quite as good as some people would have you believe. I agree. I agree. Yeah, I agree too. I think Wood is the better striker overall. Feely does have kind of surprising power sometimes, but if it's a striking match for 15 minutes, I think Wood's going to be getting the better of it. And I do think he's looked better at featherweight, but he's smaller, dude. Feely's got a 5-inch reach advantage. It wouldn't surprise me at all if Feely had kicked Nathaniel Wood. It would not. I'm gonna smoke some more pie crust, boys. Y'all are welcome to join me if you like. Cheers. Sativa dominant hybrid for Idea. Shout out to my dude, the homie, the general, the leader of the fucking Weeple Krieg Dome, the leader of the dome, Alex Ramirez. Shout out to my dude. What's up, man? How are you? Yeah, let me get these official weigh-in results up there on the screen. Cheers, boys. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, I did save my progress. Let me edit. Parkin. These are the weigh-in results. Parkin Muradov. Marauder. Dude, if his nickname isn't the Marauder, it should be. Mahmoud the Marauder Muradov. Kulabau. 146. Kulabau's another fighter that I think this could be another one where it's like, I think Kulabau won that fight, but it's like a split that goes to Murphy. Marcin. 106 pounds. 246. Barber. Bam Bam Barberina. What in the fuck is he doing fighting in middleweight, dude? Was he just like, I don't want to cut weight? I just won't fight someone. I won't cut no damn weight. God damn, dude. All right, Brian. Like, whatever you want to do, bro. He just it just looks like he just fucking like rolled off the couch. Literally like he was crashing on someone's couch. And the guy was like, all right, I'm going to work, dude. I'll see you later. Can you just make sure and clean up your area? Okay. That's what he fucking looked like. I mean, he's not that dude. He's a working man. He's a farmer. He's a family man. But I'm just saying, he's what he fucking looks like, dude. And I honestly think that I wouldn't be surprised if that was the reason. He's just like, nah, I don't feel like cutting anything. I don't feel like he cut a ton anyway. He's kind of like a natural 170. He probably walks around at like one. It's probably what he walks around at. He's just like, I'm not cutting a pound. Going to London, nah, I'll fight. I still got these old fucking. I still got Jack Johnson and Tom O'Leary right here. I don't need to cut one weight. I think that's what he did. Johnny Parsons. Good gosh almighty. What the fuck even is it, Johnny Parsons? He made the weight though. Shout out to him for fucking making weight on the second attempt. Everybody made weight. Here you go. These are your UFC London official weigh-in results. Everyone makes it. And just because I've already put in the effort to make the banners, I will put who I think was looking good, who was looking bad, and it doesn't really matter because they all of them, even Johnny Parsons, look better than they did at 4 o'clock this morning. Who's looking good? Yeah, now. Red Fox, he looking good for this. No. Penny. Nathaniel. Andre Muniz look good. Paul Craig did not look good. Molly looked pretty good. She looked like Molly. Molly looks the same every time. Benny Roberts looked pretty good. Whole hot chocolate looking good up there. I thought that the Irish lassie was looking pretty good. Shauna Bannon. Chris Duncan is no looking too bad. Thought Catlin looked pretty good. Catlin looked way worse on the scales, folks. Like way worse. I thought Jai Herbert looked good. I also thought that Daniel Marcos looked pretty good. Bruna Brasil. Good for that. Stolarenko. Good for that. Tom Aspinall. I say he looked the fucking best. I say he just looked the damn best out of all of them. It's true. I'm saying it because it's true, boys. That's my vibe. That's my call, and that's my truth. Tom Aspinall, where am I at? Parkin, I just left in neutral. Not like he looked bad, but did the guy really look that good? He's not a very tall heavyweight. He weighs just about the limit. Like, yeah, Pogues didn't look great either, but like Pogues only weighed 2 more pounds than that guy. You know what I mean? Like Parkin didn't look incredibly great either, but I don't think he looked bad. So I just kind of whatever. Thought Mahmoud. Thought the Marauder looked good. I thought that Josh Kulabau and Marcin also looked good. Shout out to Marcin for getting in shape for this fight. I hope he makes it a competitive main event. I don't think he's going to win. I think he's probably going to get put away. But if he can make it tasty for a little bit, give Tom a pop or two, a little tension for the crowd, I think it'll just be that much more of a satisfying victory when he puts him away. But yeah, there's a lot of people looking rough this morning, man. Like I said, most everyone like looked better than they did at 4 in the morning, but I just gotta keep it. Got to keep it real. Y'all hear my stomach grumbling? I'm gonna get some lunch after this. What are we doing? Okay, I think that's it, man. So these are the fighters that I thought looked good. Again, this is just a little entertainment, just a little pre-fight hype. Don't say, oh, this guy looks good, so I'll bet him. I'm on the fence with this fight, and I'm going to pick the guy that looks better. Nah, pick the fighter that is actually better. So I don't know, man. Like the statement that you're betting fighters, not numbers, that's not completely true. Because if you were just betting numbers, you just bet every big underdog number. And some of them are the numbers are the way they are for a reason. So like there's a little context and a little bit of nuance to that statement. So yeah, like to me, I've had the most success in the very short time that I've been gambling. Knee jerk reaction, picking the fighter that I know is going to win. And if I see the line off, I just boom, right there. Like it didn't work out for me last week, but this is a new week. And it worked out 3 weeks before that. So I'm not going to completely abandon my strategy. We'll see what happens this week. I have 5 plays total, but it's a very light week. I'm only risking a unit. I lost my winnings, but I'm not down even a unit. So if I have a good weekend, we back up. 2023 is absolutely going to be a marathon for me. Some people have just like got up on 2023 and have not looked back. So credit to them, man. Shout out to them because it has been a fucking roller coaster. Not a roller coaster of love, a roller coaster of fucking frustration and throw up. But yeah, I got 4 plays. I think, yeah. No. Yes, 4 plays, including the John Lee parlay. So let me finish off this little. I thought Jafel Fijo looked rough. I thought his opponent, Daniel Barres, looked rough. I thought Andre Feely looked rough. I thought Murphy looked like he was getting ready for a catch with Chase Utley. I thought that Paul Craig looking like he was trying to have a catch with Chase as well. To be expected. I mean, the guy cut a lot to 205, and he just cut an extra 20 on top of that. Great. So yeah, about the most expected. Barres again, him and Philo look a little rough. So again, that's that fight is who do you think is better? I think Philo's better. I think he's got more upside, and I don't know. 34-year-old prospect making his debut, like something isn't right here. Something ain't stirring the Kool-Aid, Ace. Joel Alvarez looked rough to me. Like he hadn't looked like he was starving. Been starving myself for the last few days. I'm gonna create that gaunt, angular look with my cheekbones. Yeah, I thought Faraz looked a little. He had a kind of like a glazed look in his eyes. Pogues looked like a tub. I left Parkin in neutral, but he didn't look. I can't say he looks good. Can't really say he looks bad. That's kind of a. Jacasey looked rough to me. Looked angular and gaunt. Bam Bam just looked like a fucking sack, dude. He just looked like a fucking ne'er-do-well that like sauntered in there. Like, I don't know, man. Fucking Johnny Parsons. Another fucking just looked like some bobo that just like wandered in off the fucking street. Looking pretty rough. But shout out to him for making the weight. I'll give him credit for that. So to me, this is kind of how it broke down. Just my opinion. I've already made my bets and my picks, and I recommend y'all do the same. The weigh-ins are just for fun, man. It's just a part of the event, and I like covering them. I get excited. It gets me excited thinking about the fights, and like you get to see him stare down. You get to, it's part of the buildup. It just is, intrinsically. But yeah, I think these barrages were looking pretty gnar at the Circle K, and I also think that these barrages and barragettes were not looking so tight. But again, it just doesn't matter. 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 The better fighter wins. It just doesn't matter. Okay, where are we at? What are we doing here? My computer is moving at the speed that fucking grass grows. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Yeah, dude, just give him some. Just give him some tub, dude. That was one of my favorite plays last year. Fucking FanDuel gave me this like $200 free bet, and I just threw it all on Rosenstrike. It was like the easiest money I've ever made. Like, I probably should have played the Rosenstrike KO, but I was just like, you know what? He's gonna beat Dawkins, and just let it ride. That was so easy. That'd be awesome, man. Rosenstrike is pretty like I fucked up one time capping Rosenstrike, and I've gotten it right every other time. The one time I fucked up with him was against Volkov, and I've gotten it right. He's been pretty easy to cap. Picked him against the. I couldn't believe people pick Augusto Sakai against Rosenstrike. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? That was a very easy pick. But yeah, dude, let's get it. That'd be sick. Dude, I love Dude, I love Dan Ige fights, Rosenstrike fights. Just like I know whether he's gonna win or lose to this guy for the most part. It's very easy to like put slot Rosenstrike and guys like Ige. And it's like, okay, I know what level of competition you can beat, and I know what level of competition you can't. Those are the best. Okay, we've covered the official weigh-ins. Let me put my greasy little piker slate up here. And then I don't know how long I'm going to make this stream. I got to get some lunch. Probably going to make it like I'll make it like an hour and a half. I will stay on here for another half hour. Talk some bets. Talk some fights. And then I will leave. You are most welcome, Lobby. That's what I do it for right there. It's comments like that. Thank you. Cheers. What are you smoking on today? What are you, excuse me, what are you vaping on, dude? What are you nashing on?
Bat Nash.
What are you vape nation on today, Lobby? What kind of crazy live rosin diamond fuck laser cut fucking Breaking Bad super weed lab shit do you have today? I got some pie crust. Let's get greasy. Let's get greasy. What do you like today? What do you like this week, Lobby? You doing all Brazil? Bruna, what is it? Bruna, Ketlin, Muniz, and who's the other one? Philo. Philo, Bruna, Ketlin, Muniz, and there's another one. Fuck, isn't there another one? Tell me you ain't doing that though. Papaya live rosin, fuck yeah, dude. I smoked some sour papaya the other day. It's dude, I love papaya shit. Muniz and Bruno, I like it. I like it, man. I am. It's funny. I was just talking that shit about the betting the numbers and not the fighters and all that shit. Yeah, I bet Craig. I have him in one of probably my greasiest parlay. And it's not that I don't I'm not 100% sure he's going to win. There's obviously a path for Muniz, but there's a couple things in Paul Craig's favor. One is going to be a lot bigger. Tomorrow on the night, he's going to be bigger. He was already a little bit bigger at the weigh-ins. I don't know, man. Muniz has looked better on the feet. He looked better on the feet against Brendan Allen. But call me crazy. I think Paul Craig has a little bit more dog in him. That might be crazy to say, but Muniz doesn't have a very good chin. The guys he's getting put away by are not the same guys that have been hurting Paul Craig. Paul Craig is getting knocked out by Atomic Alonso, Khalil Roundtree, fucking Johnny Walker. Any of those guys fight Muniz, it is a wrap, son. On the feet, yeah. Now, Muniz, obviously, he's the better Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner if you're just doing Jiu-Jitsu. I tend to think that on the ground, Muniz will have the advantage. Because if Paul Craig's the one on top, Muniz is the kind of dude that goes for arm. They don't have the exact same game. Like Muniz is more of a back taker and rear naked choke, but he does pull armbar sometimes. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him throw up armbar submissions from if Craig ends up on top. It's I do worry that it might be kind of like the Vulcan fight where Craig is pulling him down to his guard. It's that's probably not going to work against Muniz. On the feet, though, let's talk about what might happen on the feet. I know Craig's been knocked out a few times. Muniz has been knocked out the same amount of times. I think Paul Craig hits harder. It wouldn't shock me to see Paul Craig get knocked out because of the weight cut. Muniz just ain't that fucking dude to me, man. I'm sorry, he's just not. If he sparks him, good for him. But I think that is a little too quick and cute to be oh, Paul Craig, he has 4 knockout losses. He's cutting weight. He's going to lose. Muniz is not cutting a bunch of weight and is still chinny. So I don't know. I don't know about the cardio either. Dude, I've seen Muniz gas. I've seen Craig gas. I just took a shot on the dog, man. Paul Craig, he has unquestionably fought an infinitely higher level of competition. Muniz has fought like one ranked dude ever in his whole fucking life. So it's like, I don't know, man. Give me the fucking dog, man. Give me the William Wallace of the UFC. Give me the Highlander. Give me the Bear Jew. Give me Paul Craig. If I die upon the Paul Craig hill, tell the world my story, make me look cool, lie if you need to. You're probably going to have to, but just make me look cool. Might happen. You're fucking dumb just because. You think Muniz has better hands? Okay. Based on what, Zach? Based on fucking what? You tell me right now, who is Muniz hurt or knocked out or looked that much better than Paul Craig in the hands? With, at, which, for whom, with? Seriously, though, like, you're trying to come in here and cyberbully me on my own channel. And I don't really appreciate, no, I'm just playing. But no, I disagree. I semi-respectfully disagree. That's not true, though. That's not true. Paul Craig does have a little power. He does hit hard. He's just chinny. I think I'm fucking laying Andre Muniz chalk after he just got smoked by Brendan Allen. Dude, get the fuck out of here. Brendan Allen's a fucking chinny fraud, too. You know what I'm saying? Now, I think Brendan Allen's a better striker than Paul Craig. But Paul Craig is still a 205er that's coming down. He's going to hit harder. Whether you think Muniz has better... Muniz is kind of wonky on the feet, though, dude. He's improved as a striker, but he doesn't have any power. Show me one example of Muniz having power ever against a fucking decent fighter. You can't, because he fucking don't. So, like, yeah, I don't like... Paul Craig could get knocked out, yes. I understand that, but Muniz ain't that guy. If he is, then fuck me. But, nah. Allen does have some dog in him, but he also has a bunch of dumbass in him, and he's young. So yeah, I'm not shitting on Brendan Allen, but Brendan Allen ain't got a great chin either, and he definitely doesn't have good fight IQ. And I've talked, we talked, dude. Zach, I've talked with you about Brendan Allen. We've talked about Brendan Allen extensively in the dome. So yeah, like I'm not 100% confident in Craig. I just think he's a fucking live dog. He's fought better competition. He's like, Muniz is the better Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner, but it's not like Craig is like, he's totally fucking like, it's a total like Muniz is gonna crush him. Like, he could, but I don't think so, man. Give me the fucking Bear Jew, dude. I got you. Fair enough. I feel that. No, that's fair enough. Fair enough. I think those are both. That's possible. I'm not going to say that's not possible. But I will, for me, it's coulds instead of wills. Cardio could be worse. Chin could be worse. It's just, for me, it's really the Muniz side. Like, I don't feel great laying chalk on a dude that just got whooped by Allen. Again, I'm not trying to shit on Allen either. I'm not. I'm just saying, like, I don't know if Craig should be that big of a dog. I think it should be kind of a pick 'em, honestly. So because Craig's almost plus 200, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna take a stab on that. I don't know. Again, it's not my most confident. I'm not like Paul Craig is not the majority of my little fucking slate. Let's talk bets though. It's a rough cut, dude, for sure. What's your ROI? I don't know, Lobby. I have no fucking idea. What's your fucking ROI for vaping live rosin? 7 million. 7 million% ROI. It's a rough cut, dude. The 205 to 85 is a rough one. They need a fucking cruiserweight, man. 205 needs to be cruiserweight, and they need to make 195 light heavyweight. Middleweight 185. Light heavyweight 195. Cruiserweight 205. Fucking heavyweight 265. That's me personally. But I also am a boxing fan. I'm a little more accepting of those kind of weight classes, but I'm also critical of there being way too many boxing weight classes, particularly on the lower end. But in that respect, I do think there should be a cruiserweight. Smart man. I guess I play too much baseball, and the age and NFL skill positions matter a lot. Yo, dude. Oh, yeah. Now, dude, if you're talking like fighting is different because of power, and there's lots of like the weight classes matter with that kind of shit. But like, dude, if you're talking like a sport, a team sport where like athleticism and like everyone's athletic, but you need to be supremely athletic, the hand-eye coordination, the agility, the like, dude, it has to be it's just so much more competitive. Dude, so yeah, and age, oh my god, dude. The shelf life for an NFL player, just depending on what, I mean, you already know this shit, dude. I'm just saying, yeah, man, I completely agree. You're talking about a totally different thing. Like that's with NFL, NBA, baseball, baseball's a little bit different, but like NFL, whew, dude, you gotta be young, restonkulous athlete, especially if it's a skill position, wide receiver, running back, tight end, fucking cornerback, all that shit. You just got to be fucking elite. And tight ends can go a little bit older, but like wide receivers, man, dude, the younger the better usually. And it's like 33, you're kind of washed. Which is like fighting is just. In most of the divisions, it doesn't. Especially in the lower divisions, it definitely doesn't. I have almost no one over 30 in NFL fantasy. I don't know who the fuck you talking to, dude. I was on my high school tennis team, dog. But yeah, tennis is the same way. Tennis is much the same way. Yeah. My mom was a pro tennis player. Not like a high level pro, but like she was ranked at one point in the state of Arkansas. She would like go to tournaments and shit. I remember having to like when I was a kid. She her thing was doubles though. She was a good doubles player. And yeah, she taught me how to play tennis. Like I was never like that incredible, but yeah, I played tennis before. I like tennis, dude. I haven't watched as much as I did like probably like 10 years ago. 10 years ago, like early to mid 2010s, that was probably like the height of my like tennis fandom. When Djokovic was coming up, and it was like the three-headed monster of like him, Federer, and Nadal. That was probably when I was the most interested. But I watched the Wimbledon finals. That was pretty entertaining. Just the changing of the guard, man. Like I remember when that was Djokovic. Fucking now it's Alcaraz. He seems to be like the next dude. He's already got the U.S. Open, won Wimbledon. Just needs to get the French and Australian now. But yeah. Yeah, older guys can, but it's like it's the older guys that do have success. You're talking about like all-time greats. Like you're talking about like Agassi. Like yeah, no shit, Agassi, Federer. They're gonna have like they're some of like the greatest tennis players that have ever fucking lived. Like yeah, but like dude, the young eat the old in tennis like a motherfucker. Like I saw it happen with Djokovic and Federer and Nadal when Djokovic was just younger, faster. The fucking he could just when they rallied, he could just hit the shots deeper and like what kept Djokovic in that Alcaraz match was he still has a really fucking nasty serve that he like developed, and his return of serve is still just so fucking deep, dude. Like he'll like Djokovic hits a return serve, it still just bounces like right up in your fucking lap. Like holy fuck! Like how'd you even get a fucking racket on that, dude? But yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, my mom loves tennis, man. If I was to ever, boys, if I was to ever strike it rich, one of the things I would absolutely fucking do is make sure that I got my mom tickets to either Wimbledon or the US Open or both. Because that's like one of her dreams to go to the US Open or Wimbledon and sit there on like the main court, like Arthur Ashe Stadium or fucking like right there in center court. Like that's like her dream. So that would be something I would definitely do. But yeah, man, that's what I used to do that for sure back in the day. Get all toked up with Mama Dukes, watch some Wimbledon. The shit's trippy, man. High level tennis is really fucking trippy. The intensity, dude, it's fucking gnar. I don't know how we got on tennis, but yeah, I like tennis. I haven't played in a long fucking time. Tennis is like, dude, tennis is so rough on your fucking joints. And like, I'm a tall, gangly bitch, so it's like, it's even worse on mine. Fuck, it's such a side to side sport, dude. Side to side, quick fucking, quick direction changes, hard on the knees, hard on the ankles, hard on the elbows, hard on the shoulders. It's just like, dude, it's just drunk tennis. It's fucking drunk tennis, dude. That's what it is. It's tennis for fucking like young drunks. Like lazy, it's lazy drunk tennis. It's so stupid. Smoke nice, dude. That's what's up. Nice. Did she had she been smoking and that was the first time you'd smoked with her, or was that like her first time smoking in like 20 years or something? Because like the first time I smoked with my mom was like early 2000s. But then like as we started smoking, it just kind of came out that she had been a stoner the whole time. Like I was growing up, like when I was a teenager and she like catch me smoking weed and like take my weed. I'd come to find out she just fucking smoke it. It's like, God damn it. Like, what the fuck, man? This is bullshit. This sucks camel dicks. But yeah, it's funny, man. It's funny. She smoked before in the Navy. Oh, but she's an RN. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah. Well, yeah, dude, it was crazy, man. Like talking to my mom, like about some of the shit, like what her life was like back in the day is just it's kind of trippy, man. I was like the other when was it? Not too long ago. Like one of the last times I went down to Virginia to visit. I was like, "Mom, did you ever like did you get stoned with dad? Like did you smoke weed with him?" And she's like, "Oh yeah. Smoked weed, we did coke, we tripped acid." I was like, "God damn, dude. You fucking 70s and 80s party." I mean, dude, my parents were kind of party animals back in the day. Like one of my dad's good friends that he's like still friends with, he's like when this guy was when my dad's friend was younger, he was like this hot shot and like opened this bar, this tavern in Little Rock that was like really popular. It was like a fucking it was like a bar and a music venue, and he like owned it and was running it. And like apparently my parents were just like right in the thick of it, dude, and just like god damn in the 80s, dude. The fucking late 70s, early 80s. That's funny, dude. That's hilarious. I know, dude. They were fucking wild, man. Like it just won't nothing. It's like y'all are fucking y'all are crazy, man. Yeah, anytime I hear some like anytime I'm ever around like friends of my parents and like hear them like talk about like anytime they start to talk about like some of the shit, like I can see my parents just like get embarrassed and like try and shut them down. It's like, yeah, y'all are fucking wild back in the day, dude. And I know your buddies can't wait to tell me and like my brother all the shit that my parents did when you get all fucked up. It's funny, man. I know, dude. They dared to keep us off dope. They dared to give us some help. They dared to give us some hope. Fucking dare. That just like it's just like we learned what drugs was like. Oh, this is what that looks like. So that's like when I see it in a few years. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try that. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna try that. Dare did keep me. I will say this, man. As crazy as it is, Dare kept me off crack, heroin, like the fucking hard drugs, meth. Yeah. So shout out to Dare. Dare probably like subliminally like planted the subconscious weed thing in my head, but like it did keep me off the other stuff. So yeah, Dare worked for me to mixed results. I guess as long as you're not doing hard drugs, it's the fucking um whatever. Yeah, I'm just fucking rambling, man. Pie crust got me. I'm rambling again. But yeah, man, it's funny. It's funny to hear that your parents like did all these drugs. It's like, that probably explains why I'm so fucked up. That explains a lot. Now I'll blame you for everything more than I already do. I'm just kidding. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Boys, I mean, Zach, it's really just you and me in here. You old beef jerky bud, you. Yeah, man, these are my fucking. I mean, you probably already know. These are my fucking bets this week. I like this one more than the other one. I made this one first. It's not that I don't think Barres and Ashmoose have value. It's not that I don't think they're live dogs. I just favor both of these guys to win, and I like that both the numbers are like I paid a little bit more for Duncan. It was like minus 160, but that's still not bad. I I just think Ashmoose is getting a little bit too much push from Sam Patterson. I feel like Sam Patterson was being a little overhyped, and that hype kind of like maybe a little bit of the unjust hype kind of transferred onto Ashmoose. I've just seen him look sketchy. The more I taped Ashmoose, I was like, yeah, unless Duncan gets clipped, I just don't see it. I don't think the guy hits quite as hard as Slava. If you look at his fights, man, he ain't just going out and sparking everybody in the first round. I thought that Dennis Hughes fight was a really bad look for him. Not that he won the fight, but it was a decision. He was getting like reversed and taken down effortlessly almost. Like I feel like if Duncan puts on his wrestling shoes, he's gonna fucking 30-27 Ash Moose. I don't. I just think people are like, I don't like Slava would knock out Ash Moose too. Dennis Hughes was tuning Yanal up. Like Yanal had to panic wrestle in the third round of the Dennis Hughes fight because he was getting touched up. If Duncan's hitting him like that, he's gonna get hurt. Like Duncan hits hard. And I just think I think people are hating on Duncan a little too much and they're like overrating Ash Moose a little bit. That's kind of my feeling in this fight. And I still like that it's under minus 175. Like, cool. Parlay him with another, slight favorite. Bada bing, bada boom. I mean, if that hits, that's my night, dude. We up. If that hits, we up. Nice, dude. Have fun. Is it the whole fam bam, or like is it like you and the wife going backpacking, or like you going to a campsite, or add Fulton by KO for God, you were all over that Fulton by KO. I tell you what, Lobby, if fucking Stephen Fulton knocks out Monster away, I will give you your fucking flowers. You better believe that. Dude, I think Fulton's live as fuck. I think Monster is another guy where it's like, who the fuck did he fight? 40-year-old Nonito Donaire again? Like, what? Okay. All right. Some other fucking no name like Thai dude. I don't know, man. I think I think he's mustard. Right on. Right on. Nice, dude. You are you doing like are you gonna do intense or you RV in it? I could see an RV or like a pop-up camper just being like I understand the like the value of camping in like a tent and like that experience. Like I think that's a cool experience for a kid. I loved it. Like my dad used to take me and my brother camping when I was younger, like probably and we took canoe trips and shit up until I was like 12, 13, 14, something like that. And I like camping in a tent and like waking up in the woods is like it's cool, man. Like it's a cool experience. But like I could see with a family being like, nah, fuck this. We're just doing it. It's easier with the camper. You can put the fucking canopy up. I was curious. Just thinking about that kind of shit because like my niece is coming up here. My niece and my bro and sister-in-law are coming up here in a few weeks. And just kind of thinking about that, like what are they gonna like start doing with my niece as far as like trips like that? Like, are they gonna end up getting like a pop-up camper, or is it like just tent camping or what? Just curious. Fuck yeah, dude. Nice. Now cabins are sick. That's what's up. That's awesome. Have fun. So yeah, that's probably my favorite parlay. A lot of people are on Barres, a lot of people are on Duncan. So yeah, that one's gonna feel good if it hits. Dude, I'd be lying if I said that like Pogues and the state of him were not like giving me a little bit of concern. But I think Ziam is gonna fuck Jai Herbert up. I know that sounds crazy because it's like he's been a decisionator, but he's 26, dude. He looked good against another young undefeated guy in Figlac. Dude, Herbert's 36. He's been chinned 3 times. He's like, I think Ziam's going to be quicker. And like I said, I think Herbert is going to try. Like he's in front of his home crowd. I think Ziam is the better grappler too. I just do. I think he's a better wrestler. Jai's not bad. Jai, I think he has a brown belt. Like he has good jujitsu, but he does not have good takedown defense. And Ziam will go for takedowns more than Herbert will. And I think he can get him. I just think he's the better fighter. He's got the upside is not close. I don't know, man. Herbert, I think everyone's just been like waiting to see something from Herbert. He gets a big fucking push from like the UK announcers and shit when he's always on these London cards. He's a jobber though, man. People are just waiting to like they're just hanging on to that fucking Ilia Topuria fight. It's like, dude, that fight should not be taken as a positive for Jai Herbert. First of all, Ilia's a featherweight, a short featherweight, and he got brutally fucking slumped, dude. Unconsciously shadow realmed. Faraz Ziam doesn't have like the one punch power of Topuria, but he's knocked dudes out before with single strikes. He fucking head kicked Taylor Lapilas's brother, Damian Lapilas. He head kicked that motherfucker. I've seen him one punch people. It's just he just hasn't shown it in the UFC yet. I think he's just like I think his deal is kind of just I think he's just still developing. I think that's what it is. I think he's still just kind of finding his footing. Like he had success against McKinney. McKinney is just he's just dangerous. Like dangerous early. He can like, dude, he had what's his fuck backpacked. So it's like he's not a bad fighter early. He can catch you. He just caught Zion. But imagining Herbert being like doing what McKinney did, no, dude. That's not Jai Herbert's game. He's a striker. This is going to be a kickboxing match, and I think Zion's going to knock him out. I think if Herbert tries to play it safe, he's going to get grapple fucked. And I think if he tries to bang, he's going to get bunged. He's going to get banged. So those are my two main plays. That's the majority of my slate. I like Theo Duncan and Pogue Ziam. This is my greasy one. This is my greasy kind of long shot. Give me Paul Craig. Paul Craig. And Tom Aspinall by KO. I think that's the most likely path to victory. Maybe Aspinall subs him. I don't see Topuria lasting 5 rounds with Tommy. Tybura. He can go 3 rounds, but he does not have like infinite cardio either. He definitely slows down. He's a big boy. There's question marks on Aspinall's cardio, but the athleticism is not going to be close in this fight, dude. The speed, the athleticism, the striking. Tom Aspinall was a pro boxer, dude. Like, he hadn't really fought anybody, but he was like thought of as a legit prospect, a legit 5-0 prospect. And then he was like, I'm going to do MMA. but I think he's gonna knock Tybura out. He's just gonna fucking stun him with a 1-2 up against the fence, uppercut, left hook, something like that. Put him down. He's too fast. He's too crispy with the strikes. I think he's going to be looking to make a statement here too. He's headlining another London card. It could not have gone worse for him last time. I think he's going to think he is out to prove a little bit of a point. Aspinall, yeah. What up, Wong? Sup? What are you doing? I couldn't really get behind any positions this week. Just took a few small pokes. Nice. Who you like this weekend, Wong? No, if the Wi-Fi would come back. If the Wi-Fi would come back, there it is. Who you like this weekend, Wong, for UFC London? What's your favorite spot? My favorite plays are Theo, Chris Duncan, and Jamal Posen for us. I'm on the Pool Craig as well. I think he's getting it done. I think it's going to be something crazy too. It just doesn't. To me, it just doesn't seem crazy that Paul Craig could be the guy that ends up on top. I know it's not usually his game, but I mean, the motherfucker has a black belt. I don't know, dude. Paul Craig's a high-level MMA grappler. He can be out-wrestled. If Muniz puts his wrestling shoes on, I can see it. I just think on the feet, Muniz might be surprised with Paul Craig striking. Neither one of them are great strikers to me. I just think Craig's going to be packing a little bit of that light heavyweight power. And Muniz is kind of chinny. So Paul's chinny too, though. Very volatile fight. That's why I only have Craig in this one. It's just like a little fucking shot like a rainbow in the dark. I will say Craig looked good on the scale. But was it, you always say? Yeah, I don't know, man. I definitely don't like the weight cut. That's the thing I like the least. I hope that he rehydrates. He looked a little bit better at the weigh-ins, at the ceremonial weigh-ins than he did early this morning, but I don't know, man. I don't even know. But yeah, that's those are my 3 plays that I made, and I'm also tailing the Zhang Li parlay. Shout out to my dude, Aaron the Dog MMA. That's Zach's childhood best friend. The Zhang Li parlay is a feature of Aaron's Wednesday show. I will be tailing it. And this week, the Zhang Li is Jafel Fiho, Mahmoud Muradov, Jamal Pogues, Marcos, and Pool Krieg. Let's fucking go. Craig by KO. Let's fucking go. So that's my slate. Theo Duncan, Pogue Ziam, Pool Craig, Tom Aspinall KO, and the Jong Lee. That's what it is, what it was, and what it shall be. Nice, dude. Meeting up in Nashville, Cashville, Tennessee. That's pretty word up. That's pretty pimp tight, Zach. That's pretty pimp tight. Yeah, it should be a fun card, man. Should be a fun card. What since there's a couple people in here, I didn't really get to these before because I was not very earlier. What do you guys think about which fight? It could be one of the British fighters, Irish fighters, Scottish, either UK, Irish, otherwise. Which fight has the most potential for a robbery? Who's going to get the hometown cooking? Also, will there be a UK fighter that is robbed where it goes the other way and the crowd is bitching up a storm? I've seen that happen before. But what do y'all think? I think there's several live dogs on this. I can see Murphy. If Murphy and Kulabau is close, bet your sweet ass is going to Lerone Murphy. If Wood and Feely is close, I think it's probably going to Nathaniel Wood. I don't know if there's some fights where I don't think they're going to decision anyway, so it won't matter. But are there any other ones? Is there a fight where you could see, like I said, could you see a UK fighter getting robbed? What do y'all think? I'm going to mull it over myself while I continue to enjoy this chill enough pie crust. No lo sé. ¿Dónde? ¿Dónde está Bo Jackson? Ooh, I like it. I like it, homie. No, Panty getting jobbed. Putting the fuck to Panty. I can see that. Woo, I like it. I like it. Herbert loses via electric slide. They all boo. I can see that, dude. I can see that, man. He does like to do that. He likes to electric slide and then like counter strike against the fence. I think Ziam's gonna be like doing a lot of fucking faking a jab or actually like committing to the jab, and then when Herbert goes to counter, just like ducking under and taking him down against the fence. I can see a lot of that. Yeah, I can see that, dude. Where like Herbert lands some clean ones, but there's like because that dude, that's a great shout because both of them are low volume. I think Ziam's gonna hurt him. So I don't really, me personally, I don't think it's going to the cards. But if it does, that's a good shout, dude. Because like Herbert, yeah, he's a crowd favorite, but like, what does he do for the UFC? Most of the time, he's just getting whooped on. But they keep like putting him on every fucking London card. I mean, I guess they just need bodies, but like he just seems like a warm body this week. 36, 35. It's like never really been that high level. His wins are Kama Worthy and Kyle Nelson. Just like, okay. What kind of a thing are we doing here with this guy? Oh man. Yeah, I can see that, dude. Yeah, that one sticks out as the like most likely, just because it already happened once with Santos. But me personally, I thought Murphy won that. He was kind of beating the shit out of Santos a little bit. I just think Santos overperformed or performed better than some people's expectations. So it's kind of like, oh, that can happen sometimes where it's like a guy does better than you expect him to, and you just kind of like go a little bit too far with it. Like he might have won, but it's like, did he? I don't know. But yeah, do they like Murphy? Or the UFC loves them some Lerone Murphy. He's younger, prospect, ranked. Yeah. The UK, I mean, the UFC is in the business of making sure that UK fight. I mean, it's other than the United States. I feel like they go to the UK more than any other country. And I feel like that's the biggest, like, I don't know what you would say, like the biggest market, I guess. Certainly for events. Like, I'm not saying like the British fighters are all the best, and that's, but I mean, like, as far as like, it seems like the UFC, it's in their interest to promote British fighters, to like make sure that event, like UK UFC fans are pretty fucking rabid. So that would make a lot of sense. Hine, Can, Herbert, yeah. Yeah, I agree, and I think the guy's being overhyped. I think Lerone Murphy's being a little overhyped too, but I don't see cool about. I think Coolabow's like, I think he kind of, not lucky, but he was a little bit fortunate that Melsick went for that fucking spin kick. And I think that's probably why he did it. He's like, he thought he was comfortably. He was whooping Coolabow's ass. And I think Lerone Murphy might end up whooping his ass too. So I don't. It wouldn't surprise me if Lerone Murphy like cleanly swept the card. But if it's close, look for that. Look for that fucking hometown cooking. Yeah, I don't think he's bad. I think him and Murphy are both kind of overhyped. So that is that. I agree, man. I think Coolabah is a sneaky, like, he was a sneaky play against Melsick. I think overall, though, like, Lerone Murphy is a little bit more polished than Bogdasarian. He definitely has better sub defense. There's no question about that. Santos had Murphy in some bad spots, and he kept calm, got back to his feet. I'm not worried about him getting subbed by Coolabah unless he gets hurt. It altogether it has nothing to do with like how good your sub defense is. Like if you're hurt, it's just you probably about to take whatever's coming to you. Honestly, whether it's striking or submission, if you're like badly hurt, it seems like in a UFC fight. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I think the Murphy overall is like more well-rounded than Melsick. Just a little bit more of a put-together product. He's a little bit younger too, and I think Murphy is. It's going to be another one of those where like Murphy, especially considering the shit that went on with like Nathaniel Wood. I think Murphy, like these fighters are just cocky, man. They are. They're cocky. They're arrogant, and I'm not saying that as like a bad thing. I think too, supremely confident in yourself. My point is, there's a lot of egos involved, and I think that with there being so many British fighters, I think Murphy's going to go out there and be like, I'm going to look better than Nathaniel Wood does. So I think Wood and Murphy are going to go out there and try and outdo each other and like put on good performances is kind of like what, you know what I mean? I feel like there's a couple that are like, oh, you think you're the dude? No, I'm the fucking dude. I'm Yeah, I think there's going to be quite a bit of that. Quite a bit of that. Oh, you think you're him? No, I'm him. I am him. I am him. So yeah, I think we could see performance of the nights from Murphy, performance of the nights from Wood. Severely KO Brian Barberina. Yeah, dude, I have a feeling that Brian Barberina is going to get brutally starched. This is one of the most inexplicable weight class moves. This just seems like Barberina wanted to fight and he didn't want to have to cut weight for it. He's like, you know what? Fuck this. I want to fight. I just fought Lawler. I ain't trying to cut no weight. Let me just eat whatever the fuck I want, roll out of bed, saunter up to the scales. It's if there was one fighter that it looked like was showing up here to collect a paycheck, it is 1000% Brian Barberina to me. Not just how he looked physically, but just like he just looked like he just was like, sup, dudes? Oh, we fighting here? All right. It's like, I don't know, man. You want to go? You looking for a Tilly, buddy? Muradov? All right. It's like that's kind of what it seemed like to me. What's fight of the night going to be? What's the banger? What's the fucking banger going to be? I think it's going to be one of the prelim fights. I think, like I was just saying, I think that the main card is going to be a lot of performance of the nights. It seems like the mismatches, if you will, are more on the main card. Not that any of them are gross mismatches, but the ones where it seems like, okay, you're trying to get this dude a showcase win, or this chick like Molly Stoliarenko, there could be like, there's literally like very few fighters that are more one trick ponies, more like armbar bust. She's probably the most armbar bust fighter in the UFC. I just don't see why the UFC would want to put Molly McCann in a co-main event to have her lose. I think they're like, okay, Molly, this is what this fight is saying to me. Okay, Molly, as long as you don't get armbarred, you will win in just about every other facet of this sport. Avoid the armbar, you will win. That just seems like what it is. Aspinall, like for a top 5 heavyweight, Tybura is one of his easier matchups. Let's just be real. Dude, even for heavyweight, Marcin's 37. He's chinny. He's slow. This just seems like a setup for Aspinall. Seems like a very tasty little Tom Aspinall spot. It feels, I mean, it feels like they're setting Murphy up for a win. Kind of feels like there's. I'll say Feely is more live than Coolbaugh. I think people are gonna see that Murphy Coolbaugh fight and be like, "Oh yeah, now I'm remembering how badly Melsick was whooping on this dude." Like, okay, all right, I'm remembering that Bogdan. Sorry, fight a little bit more now than just the Philistine. Man, fire and brimstone from the chat. Who is y'all's most confident favorite? Who is y'all's L word? The infamous L. Who is it? To me, it's Aspinall. I'm just gonna say it right now, it's Aspinall. I didn't bet him very heavy. I threw the Aspinall KO in a greasy parlay, but who's gonna win? Pick. That's the pick I feel most confident in. And I see why the line has gotten to where it is. I don't necessarily agree with it. I think Aspinall should be like a minus 300, minus 350 favorite. He's like minus 550 now. That's a little no, thank you. I'll just pass on that, but I think he gets it done. I think he gets it done inside the distance. And like the KO was minus 165. That's a little bit of a parlay piece. The submission is plus 275. I think that is a little bit of wishful thinking, to be perfectly honest with you. I could see the club and sub, but Tybura is a black belt. He's been sub before. Aspinall, I think, is a better grappler, especially if he's on top. Oh my God, if Aspinall gets on top of Tybura, it's gonna it's gonna get ugly. And I've seen Tybura's kind of a quitter too. When the going really gets tough against him, if he can't get the like panic takedown, he is gonna go down. And he's gonna turtle up and he's gonna wait for the ref to stop it. Herbert is your lock. Good gosh almighty. Well, we are definitely opposed on that one. I think Zion's going to knock Herbert out. Best of luck to you, though. But yeah, Aspinall is my most confident favorite. How about y'all's dog? Who is y'all's fucking dog of the night, dude? My dog is Paul Craig. I fancy the Bergie. I quite fancy him in this matchup. I like that fucking terrible Irish accent. I mean, Scottish accent. Jesus Christ, you can't even get that right. But yeah, dude. Mine's Paul Craig. But there's to me, it's a pretty chalky card. I'm gonna be honest with you, it just is. I think there's some potential dog spots, like dogs that I think this is gonna end up being will be looked back upon as like a trap card, where it's like this dog looks live, this dog looks live, this dog looks live, but none of them are gonna hit. I feel like it's gonna be one where like 2 or 3 dogs hit. But sometimes I'm completely wrong about that shit. Yeah, I like Murphy. Davy Grant. Davy Grant is a dog. He's definitely a live dog. Roberts is a lock. I'm picking Danny Roberts. I'm definitely picking him. That's the one fight where it's like, it just don't make no sense, dude. I feel like if they wanted to give Danny Roberts a win, you just give him another guy that's like on that level, but not like Parsons has a puncher's chance in this fight. I'm sorry, he just does. He looks ridiculous. That mullet is fucking absurd. he had a tough time on the scale, but it's like he still hits hard. He's gonna blitz forward like a fucking meathead. And Roberts is willing to get in brawls, and he's chinny, and like it just seems like if they wanted to give him like a winnable fight, I, yeah, Parsons is the level of dude, and I get it. It's like, dude, if you can't be Parsons, like, what the fuck are you even doing here? But also, like, he should be Parsons. If he can't be Parsons, man, that's like that's a bad look, dude. It's a bad look, and it's a bad look to get like if he gets slumped by Parsons in front of the home crowd. It's like, man, what, dude? Stop putting. If you're gonna put Roberts on these cards, give him some winnable fights, dude. It seems like Parsons is the level of dude that he can beat. I'm not a huge fan of the stylistic matchup, but I think if Roberts kind of mixes it up, I do think Roberts should be the slight favorite. I can see him knocking out. Like Parsons has been knocked out before too, and Roberts. I said it on Aaron's show Wednesday. I don't know if glass cannon is necessarily the word, but he does have a little pop in his punches, and Roberts is a good striker offensively. It's just that they're brawling. It's kind of like a 50-50. I think Roberts is the better fighter. Got way more experience against higher competition, but also that fucking chin, dude. I don't know. We'll see. Well, gents, I'm gonna go eat some lunch. I got a headache. I need to put some chow in me. It's been a gas. Despite not incredibly high live viewer numbers, I appreciate the interactions today, the banter, the feedback. It was good times, boys. I enjoyed the stream. I wish I had gotten on it a little sooner, was able to do a little bit more pre-gaming, but you know what, man? It was a good time. We talked about the fights. I told y'all what I'm betting. Told y'all who I'm picking. So yeah, I'm gonna get the song going, and I will just get the fuck up on out of here. Well, boys, it was another good one. Covered the weigh-ins. Told you what I thought about the weigh-ins. Gave you my picks and my bets. Best of luck to everyone this weekend. Like I said, shout out to my dude Aaron the Dog MMA. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. Check out the Wednesday UFC stream that he does every week at 5. Check out the LFA and Cage Warrior stream that he did yesterday. Best of luck on everyone that's betting those events. And yeah, man, shout out to the boys at Pub Sports Radio. I will be there Saturday night in the Fight Companion, talking my shit, hopefully cashing these bets, hopefully winning that pub contest for the second time. So yeah, that reminds me, I got to put my picks in for that. So yeah, best of luck everyone that is in the contest this week. Shout out to Patrick from Addicted to Combat. Watched his stream, was it last night? Yeah, I think it was last night. But yeah, man, shout out to the fucking Dome. The Dome was in here strong today. Best of luck, boys. And shit, what else is there to say, dude? Shout out to the rest of the cool barrages in the community. I will be back Monday to eat my crow, recap the event. But yeah, boys, have a good weekend. Best of luck. This has been just my 2 cents, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace!